Oh, well. Here we are. Welcome to the Undiagnosed Podcast. I'm your host, Steve Clifton, aka Steve Clifford, aka Catch Up Man, aka whatever nickname you got. We all have nicknames, right? What's yours? If you just tuned into the podcast for the first time, thank you for listening. How'd you get over? Thanks for listening. Someone sent it to you, or you accidentally made it over here. This podcast is about nothing and something. Makes no sense. Neither do I. 46-year-old, just working and making a living and raising kids out here. I used to do stand up. I plan on doing it again eventually. I've been writing. I might not be out there performing, but I've been writing. So I created this podcast about 2 years ago. Just to, I talk to myself anyway, so might as well just talk to y'all too. For my 6 listeners, I'm sure you're tired of hearing this spill at the beginning of the podcast, but maybe one day I'll change it when I get a producer. I don't have one. I do me. For y'all on video, I'm back. I'm back, baby. Got a laptop again. I'm back. I still look the same. I got a beard going here. Wearing a Superman shirt. Some things never change. Uh, Look, I added my production value. I got my little drum set here. So if I ever say something funny, I can hit it up with the. Anyways, how are y'all doing down here in Texas? I'm down here in Texas. You guys who usually listen to the podcast here lately, I've been doing it in segments. I don't know how to do that video, so I don't know. We'll figure that out. I might just go back to straight up, like everybody else does, I guess. Especially when it's video, it's kind of hard to edit all that. I don't have an editor. My production value is $0 at the moment. Hey, you got to start somewhere. It's just getting the show. What y'all been up to? There's nothing to watch on TV, guys. Nothing. Isn't that weird? We pay for all these subscriptions and pay for all this stuff. There's never anything to watch. I've been watching something on Netflix called American Nightmare. It's one of those first 48 kidnapping, trying to figure cops talking to them in the middle of the night, interrogating them and stuff. I've been watching that. That's pretty good. No football. It's dead. No football season. No football season, and baseball season hasn't started. And it's sports wise. But Steve, what about basketball? I love basketball, but I like it better when it's playoffs when they mean something. It's kind of hard. I'll watch a Mavericks game if they're on ESPN or something like that, but it's not my thing. Football and baseball are my number one and number two. Hockey's cool, but yeah. So yeah, there's nothing really to watch, is there? What have y'all been watching? Nothing to watch. NASCAR started. You like NASCAR? Used to be a NASCAR fan. Don't really care anymore. All my favorite drivers retired. So, but therefore, you just keep turning it on TV and turn it on something. I told myself this year I'm not going to watch American Idol. I'm not going to watch it. I've always been an American Idol snob. I watched it the first 13 seasons, then I quit watching it for 5 years, and then here recently I watched it last year for the first time again, and man, I'm just a sucker for somebody making it. You know, somebody getting over that hump, or somebody finally giving them a chance. So that part always gets me, and it's well produced. And I love singing. I love listening to new singers, and I do it at church. I do it everywhere I go. Like, whoa, you can sing, And I can name 4 or 5 different people that before they blew up, I was seeing them small. Kane Brown, Ariana Grande. I've seen them small, thinking, whoa, they're gonna blow up. They're gonna be big. So I don't know. Maybe one day I can be the next Ryan Seacrest of churches, and I can do a American Idol worship idol. Let's get that started. Y'all ready to do that? This guy's talking about church already. Talk about it all the time. I went yesterday. I did the announcements at my church yesterday. There, Harry. I started doing them about a year and a half ago. Of course, it's like, you're going to ask me to do them. They're going to be funny, and they're like, that's what we want, as long as you don't go over the top or You're not inappropriate is the word. That's the word. It is. The word is the bird. The bird, bird, bird. The bird is the word. Anyways, also I have a little bit of music. Outbreaks. Yeah, I don't want to say the other word anymore. I used to say Tourette's, but I don't. That's a horrible word. It's not a horrible word. It's just that's people can't help that. So throughout this podcast, if you continue to listen, I will sing random songs in the middle of nowhere. There's like 1 million songs stored in my head here. Millions of songs stored in my head. I need to watch my TV. Look at that TV. My wife doesn't watch this, but if she did, she's like, I can't believe you have a background. People can see my books and my dirty TV that I don't watch. I'll watch it. I need to clean it. It's my fault. You know? Anyways, man, I haven't listened to Bill Burr in a while, and I still got that little thing he does. Anyways, what else have I been doing? Cat Williams was on I need a drink. Cat Williams was on Joe Rogan's podcast. I have a new laptop, so I didn't want to put the drink over there. I can put the drink on the ground though. Yeah, let's do that. Ah. All right, sorry about that. Drink of choice, Hawaiian punch in a cup from like the store, from like a gas station store. I got it yesterday and it stayed good all night in the refrigerator. The ice stayed good and everything. It's not a Stanley. Who needs a Stanley cup, man? Y'all talking about Stanley cups, dude? I'm telling you about the best cup ever made, the styrofoam cup. Stanley cup, $18 cup, 88 cents. Cent too, not cents. Cent. Yeah, Cat Williams was on I'm stupid. Cat Williams was on Joe Rogan and wow. If you've listened to this episode of the Joe Rogan experience with Cat Williams, does your brain hurt like mine? Those dudes are brainiacs. Those dudes are talking about stuff I'd never thought about. I'm talking about space stuff and different stories and why is this and pyramids and Bible stories and stuff. And it was like, whoa, it was a lot. I couldn't stop listening to it. So interesting. Cat Williams reads books. This is funny. There's comedians that read books. And there's comedians that don't read books. Most of them don't. Cat does. He's a reader. You can tell. Smart. Way smarter than I ever thought it. Giving me credit to be. Way smart. No, that's why, and that makes sense. That's why he's so good with words, and that's why he's good at improvising. He can pull all kinds of stuff out of his head. Literally. But yeah, so that was good. What else am I listening to podcast wise? I like New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce, but it's non-football season, so it's kind of like, what are they going to talk about? I don't know, man. I got ADHD. He get ADHD or ADD, one of them. I can't stick on one subject or stay on one thing. Like on Netflix, if it's got 6 seasons, man, I'm out. I'm good for one, maybe two, except Stranger Things. Totally exception. Watch the whole thing in like a weekend. Can't wait till next year. That next year, 2025, when it comes out, dude. Next 2025 is going to be epic. Stranger Things comes out, and GTA 6. Wow, Alexa, when's the release of GTA 6? Grand Theft Auto 6. Also GTA 6 released 2025. Yeah, so we got a big year next year, which means I need to save up some money because I want to get a PlayStation 5 because I got a 4 because I'm always a system behind, and I'm fine with that. Games are cheaper that way, but my buddies are going to get the 5. They're going to get it. They won't get it. They already have had it for 2 years, so I'll catch up with them eventually. But anyways, maybe I should not show that little drywall spot there. Yeah, I should scoot over this way more. Yeah. There we go. Then you get the cross in there. Get the James Dean picture. Anyways, that's what I should have done in the first place. Now it's showing the other cracks over there. I don't care. My house is old. What do you do? Rent's too much. Dude, honestly, man, rent is it. Dude, I see this thing online all the time. It's like, what thing you want to bring back from the 90s is like, yeah, $500 rent. $500 rent. Why is rent so much? It's crazy. And drive more people homeless. But if you go this way, you get less of that light. It's better this way. I don't know. Am I making you sick yet looking at this video? Eventually, I'm gonna move this into we have my son moved 3 or 4 years ago, and you know how this goes. You have that one extra room that you turn into your garage, and you pile stuff up in there, and you pile stuff up in there. We're supposed to be going through that and making that room a extra room slash studio, I guess. Game night, or not game night, game room or whatever. Anyways, I don't care. What else is going on? I don't know, man. I'm just happy to get this laptop and be able to do this on video again. I don't know why my face is huge. I need to sit back. Less face, more you. I don't know what else is going on. This might be a short podcast today. I didn't write any notes. I'll go on vacation next week. Yeah, I go on vacation next week. I got 5 more days. Any of y'all, where's my retail peeps? Y'all working retail? Yeah. Why do we gotta explain our days off? Alexa, stop. I told her to play music at 3 o'clock, so I know I gotta go pick up my daughter. In a little while. But retail peeps, why do we have to explain our days off? Every retail job I've ever had, they horrible at writing the schedule. And then when you get the schedule, you make plans because you just got it. And then I know you're supposed to work Saturday, but can you no. Get somebody else. What did you do before I worked here? Nobody came in. Okay, that's what's gonna happen tomorrow. No, sorry. I mean, I don't do it all the time. I mean, it's like every retail job I've ever had, I've had to explain my days off. I even had a retail job when I was off Saturday and Sunday. And then somebody called in during the week, we need someone to work Saturday. Crickets. Well, I'm going to pick one of y'all then. Crickets. Like, no, stop. Get a backup plan. Retail establishments, if you're hearing me, make a backup plan for when somebody doesn't show up. That's what other jobs do. And other fields. Could you imagine if you're a nurse and the nurse don't show up? Well, I guess we're just not doing surgeries. Or not nurse, doctor. At the ER. I guess we're just not going to do surgeries tonight. You're all going to die. No, it's like other jobs. A fireman doesn't show up. Well, they have a backup plan. Even like office jobs that doesn't show up. Maybe they just don't do that department for that day. I get it, but like make a backup plan. Anyways, for y'all that know me, I have a little anxiety about people that just continue just to be mediocre and just not try to be better and just like that's okay. That's just the way it is. It's just okay. Okay, all right. That's just next time. It's the same way. In the same way. No, be better. Learn from your mistakes. Move on. Okay, we'll get off that soapbox. I was off the last 2 days, and both my 2 days, I was off. Matter of fact, the day before I was off, which is even the better time, honestly. If you're off like on a day, what's better than the night before, knowing you don't have to get up early and go deal with those people? I almost said idiots. People. Is the night before. So the night before they're blowing me up. All day yesterday blowing me up. All day today they're blowing me up. No means no. I don't want to work an extra day. I'm old. I'm 46 years old. I'm tired. Then you always end up giving them a lie or a fib. Even though you go to church, you shouldn't be. You should just tell them the truth. And that, no. You always make something up. Well, I got this going on or I got that going on. They know you're not telling the truth. Come on, bro. Even though I shouldn't do that, but it's just one of the things to retail. If you're working retail, you know what I mean. If you don't, you don't. Because other bosses are like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry that you're sick and da-da-da. You don't have that going on or you can't come in. Oh, I understand. Oh, that's great. Thanks for responding. That's not how it goes in retail. Why don't every time I call somebody, nobody comes in? That's how it is in retail, dude. It ain't a happy and joyful environment. No retail job I've ever had has been. Steve, why did he stay in there? I don't know, man. I don't know what else to do. I didn't get a degree when I was young. my degrees don't matter now. I didn't learn any trades when I was young. I'm not good at my hands. I'm not good at tools. I'm not good at, mechanic stuff. I get painting. No. It's all I know. It's all I've ever done is retail and this. I could get a talking gig somewhere, but exactly. Maybe what 500 people on earth talk for a living, if you think about it. Good ones, or at least decent ones. Between comedians and politicians and stuff, maybe 500 people. One of these days, I plan on getting that because I think that's what I'm supposed to do. I feel like that's what my calling is to make people joyful through talking, through laughter, through making them feel good, whether that either be hosting something at church or at a comedy club or just a friend over, just making them feel good and feeling good. I know that's what my calling is, but they don't pay the bills. So I do have to do retail until that happens. So anyways, let's move along. I got some headphones. My brother bought me this mic about a year and a half ago. This mic is dope. Thank you, brother. What else I got going? Like I said, I'll go on vacation next week. I'm staycationing it. Not go anywhere. My son's coming. My son lives up north. He's coming down here for about a week. We're gonna go, go hang out, eat some food, catch up, play some games. Do some guy stuff. It's gonna be cool. Can't wait. And no work, and they're not gonna bug me when I'm on vacation. Trust me, they're not gonna bug me when I'm on vacation because I'm off the schedule and I'm off the payroll, and they love me being off the payroll. That's another thing in retail. We're not going back there. Go back. Come on. Anyways, if you guys checked out the CWA podcast, if you hadn't checked out the CWA podcast, check that out. CWA podcast. Christians with Attitude. That's me and my partner there in Crown, Chris. We break stuff down. We do top fours of items and what's your bottom five and up bottom five, and then we talk about spiritual stuff and church stuff and religious stuff and Jesus. It's awesome. Check that out. CWA Christians with Attitude. That's my own little spot there. My wife likes reading menus, so sometimes I'll get her menus. She's a reader anyways, like Cat Williams is. Those menus now never come with prices. Why would you want to know how much something is? Because if it's a good deal, you would sell it. I don't understand why they don't put they don't. The reason why menus don't come with prices now. Look, I'm already back on another soapbox. Is because everything's expensive, and if they put that their hot dog combo costs $19, nobody's gonna go. But when you're already there and you're like, oh man, it's $19, but I'm already here with this party of people, and they don't want to know. That's why they don't put prices in menus no more. They used to put prices in menus. Even the take-home menus used to have prices, but the prices changes and varies by location. Why? That's another thing going on in retail now. I saw it at TG Maxx the other day. Everything's different. You can get one item, it's the same thing as the other items. It's different. It's like, what's going on here? Anyways, no more soap boxing. If you get for my old time listeners, we usually do this in segments, right? What do? We do comedy and music. What's going on in those? I talked about Cat Williams. Once again, I think I've said this a couple of times. Music wise, to me, it's just stale right now. It's just really stale. All the rap sounds the same. You get a whole bunch of pop divas girls that all sound about the same pretty much thing going on. And it's just, there's no bands no more. Everything is just so saturated. And now that AI is taking over, is that somebody? Is that not? Who is that? Is that Tupac? Is Tupac alive, or is that just a hologram? Anyways, I don't. The only thing about doing this on Zoom is I don't know how long I've been recording. Does it have a timer there? It does not have a timer. So it's almost spring break. What y'all gonna do on y'all spring break? Excuse me, I don't have a burp button either. What are y'all gonna do on spring break? Why did you have to tell them? What are y'all gonna do on spring break? Me? Oh, I already told you. I'm on vacation. What are y'all gonna do on spring break? When I was a little kid, on spring break was mostly video games. Do all your chores really quick, then video games. Do all your chores really quick, then video games. And then, man, you better one of them chores. These kids these days. So if you're first time listening to this podcast, I am old school. And I will say, get off my lawn. I'm going to say, get off my lawn right now. These kids these days don't know, don't hear the word no enough. If you're a kid from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, probably 90s, I think that's where no stopped. You heard this word a lot. No. And that meant to move on. Now these kids these days, you tell them no, they can't handle it. That's because they're not used to hearing it. That's what's going on with society now. As it progresses worse, it's going to get worse and it's going to get worse because the kids don't hear no. No is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Hearing no is not bad. But it's like they don't know how to hear no. So when it comes to video games, do I need it? No, you don't need that. You just still got the other two that you haven't beat. Remember when we were little, you got Mario 1, you played it for 7 years. Then you got Mario 2, you played for 19 years. Mario 3, you played for 72 years. You know every single stage of it. Now they get the game, they're done with it like in a day. Can I get another one? Have you done everything on that one? Oh, well, no. I was checking out the new one. No, beat that one first. Anyways, soapboxes today, I guess. Man, should I play some guitar? I'm not good, guys. I'm not good at all. I'm not good at guitar. I do have one. My father-in-law gave me one. And it's not the best sounding one, but it works. It's like a little cheap guitar to start out with on. I don't know a lot of songs. But I can tell you that I can play a little. No. I like just picking it up, and especially if you're like a funny dude like me and try to make songs and stuff. But let's try this. Alexa, give me a random word. Sneeze? All right, so the word is sneeze. I'm going to try to write a song about sneeze, I guess. I don't know. The other day I felt something in my nose. I don't know. This is dumb. I should delete this part. Anyways, I do have a guitar. I can play a little Metallica. I sneezed yesterday. Yeah, so should probably play this, dude. Learn a couple songs. That'd be kind of cool to take up there at church or at on a stand up. Because dude, I did a lot of mics 4 or 5 years ago. I never saw one guy with an instrument. Not one time that I see a guy or a girl pick a guitar or is up there and try something. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe you should try to learn how to play, I guess. You can play a little hootie. Let's see. That's enough of me hacking on guitar. I'd like to get me a better one day. But I'd like to get some drums. Actually, the church offered me some drums. I'm just trying to clean out that room so I can put the drums in there and maybe learn how to play drums besides these little bitty ones right here. Anyways, just trying this out today. This podcast is not the best one, I'm telling you right now. I should have took some notes and made it a little bit prepared. Where I just wanted to make sure the laptop worked, and it does. So, but anyways, you guys, thanks for checking this out. You guys have a good one. Hey, guys.